You've probably been misled about how to lose weight. You've been told you have to go to the gym, more, you gotta work out harder, you gotta spend more time in the gym, and it's not true. There are 4 things that you actually need to do in order to lose weight, and not one of them is going to the gym. Weight loss. So I'm going to give a little bit of the framework that we use at my gyms, that I use it as a health and fitness coach every day, that I've seen across 16 years of coaching, hundreds and hundreds of clients, what works best for them. And I'm gonna talk about the number one thing that frustrates me that I wish people would get that they don't. And this is actually something I've been blogging about and putting content out on Instagram. You can follow me at Connor Green 3000. We'll see if we can get a message out that really needs to be sent, okay? So the first problem people have when it comes to losing weight, far and away, it's not even close, is they assume that exercising is gonna help them lose weight. Now you might be thinking, exercise does help you lose weight. Very, very minimally. The people that are the most successful when it comes to a weight loss journey are the people that assume that the exercising has almost nothing, and I mean nothing, to do with your weight loss. I'll break down a little bit of math on how the weight loss actually works. So what you have to do is be in a calorie deficit. What that means is you have to burn more calories on a daily basis than you consume. If you do that for long enough, you're going to lose actual body tissue. There's 3,500 calories in a pound. 3,500 calories in a pound of fat. So if you run a mile, average Joe out there runs a mile, you're gonna burn about 100 calories. So let that sink in for a second. If you wanna lose 1 single pound of body fat, and let's face it, most people in our country, in the United States and around the world have more than a pound to lose, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 pounds to lose. You have to run 35 miles. And your body gets more efficient at running that mile over time, so it burns fewer calories over time. And if you don't change your diet, you have to continue doing all of that running in order to maintain the weight loss. So it's a really ineffective way to lose weight. Now, if you're going to the gym and you're weightlifting, you're gonna burn fewer calories. You're going to a CrossFit gym and you're doing a 7-minute AMRAP, while that's great for your health and fitness, that 7 minutes of intense work is hardly burning any calories at all. 30, 40, 50 calories. And we got 3,500 to go to lose a single pound of body fat. Okay, the solution to that shouldn't even be giving it away for free. Oh, it's so simple, no one's gonna take it anyway. That's how it happens. The answers are so simple, people don't wanna do them. The antidote, I will say, to that is to modify your diet, modify your nutrition. It's much, much easier, more simple, more sustainable to modify your diet in the long term than it's going to be to rack up hundreds of miles of cardio a month in order to maintain your weight loss. So if you eat 300 to 500 fewer calories per day, you'll lose a pound a week. You do that consistently over time, you will lose weight. How do I know this? Because people are like, oh, that doesn't work for me. It does work for you. It especially works for you. The first law of thermodynamics says matter is neither created nor destroyed. So what that means is your body fuels itself with food. And if you are burning more fuel than you are taking in, you have to lose weight. That's how it works. Okay, now I understand that there are some drugs or medical conditions that can change your metabolism a little bit, like getting older. They are marginal, put it that way. Okay, they're just not that big of a deal. I was reading a study the other day that found that 60-year-olds have a slower metabolism than their former 20-year-old selves by 30 to 40 calories a day. That's it. That is not a significant enough impact to cause you to become 50 or 100 pounds overweight or 30 pounds overweight. You can burn 70 calories a day by standing at work. So yeah, your metabolism will slow down a little bit as you age, but it is not this gigantic problem that everybody makes it out to be. And I think when doctors or people get up here and they say, hey, there's nothing you can do about getting fat because you're getting older, that affects people's behavior big time. And it's the behavior way more than it is the getting older that causes you to gain weight. What this manifests as in the gym is I'll just work out more. That's it. I got to lose 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 pounds. I'll go to the gym 3, 4, 5, 6 days a week. Actually, I'll go twice a day. I'll go 6 days a week and I'll hike and I'll do something else active and I'm going to lose weight. And what happens? You don't lose weight. I see it all the time. I see it all the time in the gym. And, people spend all this money on personal training. They spend all this money getting help in fitness, not realizing that if they don't modify their diet and by extension their lifestyle, which we'll get to in a second, that they're not going to lose weight. Or if they do lose weight, it's going to be really marginal. And we're not in this for marginal weight loss and unsustainable weight loss. You want to do something where you can make a change and have that be something that's largely permanent in your life. Okay, so this is, like I said, this is the number one reason why people are not successful in weight loss, is they approach the gym like that's what's causing the weight loss. And it's not. That's causing the fitness. That's causing the relief of your back pain. That's causing, you to get more toned and more flexible and fitter and faster and stronger and all this awesome shit. But it is not causing the weight loss. I promise it's not. For example, I have coached people to losing 100 pounds with no exercising. Zero. Literally just being sedentary, losing 100 pounds. I have a client right now that's lost 60 pounds in the last 4 months. No exercising. Absolutely zero. Just diet modification, eating lower calorie dense foods. And that's it. So don't be the person, not the person, because it's okay to be that person. Because I was that person, there's a lot of people that were that person. But don't go to the gym and expect that that is going to be the key to your weight loss, because you are going to be disappointed. You are not going to have the experience and you're not going to get the results that you want. People are going to be upset that I'm even saying it. And it's fine, because yes, going to the gym can help you, lose weight. You put on muscle, you burn more calories, you drop body fat. Yes, I understand that there is some effect there. But the problem is that nobody says what I just said. Nobody says that going to the gym is going to help weight loss. People go to the gym and think that that is the weight loss, is going to the gym. So, 10, 20, 30% is going to the gym. And if you happen to be a cardio bunny and all you're doing is running, is that going to cause you to lose some more weight? Yes. I already talked about why that's not going to be an ideal way. Okay. But there's a small amount of that will help you lose weight. 80% of the results are going to be in your nutrition and lifestyle changes. The framework that I take, the framework that we take at my gyms, and the most effective way for you to lose weight. And when I say effective, I mean it works every single time. Every single time, and it would work even for you. Okay, no matter how special anybody thinks that they are, no matter what they have going on, this will work. You have to take a 4-pronged approach. So you have to modify your nutrition. As I mentioned a little bit earlier, you have to be in a calorie deficit. It doesn't matter the quality of the foods that you're eating. You'd be stunned at the number of people that are obsessed with food quality that are very unhealthy, not understanding that food quality does not play a big role in you being overweight when you're trying to lose weight. The number of people that are like, I eat, everything that's organic and it's ethically sourced, all this shit. That's awesome. More power to you. But at the end of the day, when you get on the scale, you will not have dropped a bunch of body fat because you're eating something that's organic or something that you perceive to be quality. You could eat absolute shit. You could eat fast food 7 days a week and lose weight, assuming you're managing your calories. So 50% of the battle is going to be calories. 30% of the battle is going to be macronutrients, right? Prioritizing your protein. And then 20% is other stuff. Food quality, supplementation, and timing. Everybody wants to focus on the top 20% of things, and they're leaving the 80% of results behind. And the most important part about that is calories. Far and away, that's the most important part of it, is calories. You're probably working way too hard for not nearly enough results. If you track your calories, you can choose less calorie dense foods over time, you're gonna lose weight. Okay, so we have to have the nutrition modification there. That could be as simple, you don't even necessarily need to track your calories, you just need to eat lower calorie foods. I think tracking is better. Tracking is always going to be better because then you know for sure. But just eating less calorie dense foods is going to be something that will help a lot. Swapping out grains during the day for fruits and vegetables. Not that there's anything inherently wrong with grains. They just happen to be higher calorie and it's easier to eat a lot of them. Number 2, stress management. If you are hyper stressed all the time, does anybody actually think that you're going to make good decisions with food? If you're constantly redlined, you're in a state of fight or flight all the time, you're angry, there's cortisol pumping through your blood, that you're going to be able to take the extra time to make your food at home, that you're going to choose the less calorie dense foods? No, the answer is no. I have seen people, their stress is the number one factor that's preventing them from losing weight because it causes them to live in a state of brain fog. When you're in that state, you're going for whatever's quick. You're going for whatever's painless. You're going for whatever food you can get your hands on that you don't have to think about. That doesn't add to your plate. Look at your life and find the things that are really stressing you out. You probably can't get rid of your kids. Okay, you shouldn't blame your kids anyway. So people do that. But there are a lot of things in your life that you can probably adjust and get rid of that you're living with right now that when you think about it, they're killing you. I mean, they're literally killing you because they're causing you to live a life that is unhealthy. So you can find things in your life that are stressing you out, get rid of them. I guarantee, absolutely guarantee, that's going to make sticking to a calorie deficit, which can be difficult because you get a little bit hungry sometimes, easier. Okay, so we have nutrition, primarily the calorie deficit. You have stress management, and the next thing is sleep. Not sleeping is literally torture. If the CIA was going to take you and they really, really wanted to fuck with you, they could just put on bright lights and play lots of loud music and make sure that you didn't sleep 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 days in a row, and you would be absolutely, positively miserable, a shell of yourself. You'd barely be able to function. For some reason, I struggled with this a lot in the past too. Maybe we'll do other content or videos on this. Is everybody wants to skip sleep like that's some sort of a positive thing, and it's not. You get less work done. You feel shittier about yourself. You're not in as good of mood. You don't recover well. Not sleeping is terrible. It is remarkable how much better you can make your life by sleeping more, by getting a little bit higher quality sleep, getting more, or doing both. When you are not sleeping enough, if you are chronically underslept, odds are you are going to be overweight. And if you are chronically overslept, and this goes back to what I was saying before, this kills me as a coach. It absolutely kills me. People go, well, I haven't slept that much and I ate like shit, so I'll go to the gym more. That's using the gym as a way to cover up all these other bad things that are preventing you from losing weight. And it doesn't work. You wouldn't believe the number of people that I see all the time. They're like, well, I only sleep 5 hours a week or 5 hours a day, but I make up for it by going to the gym. Really? Like, does that make sense? I mean, it does to a lot of people, but I'm hoping you're getting that it doesn't make sense and it doesn't work. And in fact, it's the opposite. The more you go to the gym, the better nutrition, the better stress management, and the better sleep you need. The more you go to the gym. I have seen people get better results by going down from 4 or 5 days a week in the gym to 2 because their sleep is bad. Because when you're not sleeping enough and you're piling on the workouts, you're not recovering and you're not going to get the results. Like, they're just not going to be there. Like, I guarantee you there are people that are going to watch this that are working out 5 or 6 days a week because they don't sleep and they eat like shit and they're stressed and they're not dealing with the underlying issues for why they're really stressed. They're using the gym as a Band-Aid, the endorphins as a Band-Aid, instead of really getting to the root of those issues. Get better results by going to the gym twice a week because they got a little bit more time to sleep. They're not as stressed because they didn't have to go to the gym, spend time at the gym, leave the gym, spend more time in traffic. They have more time to have control over their food. They're getting to bed better and they're sleeping better. And they're not as overtrained. And overtraining is going to prevent you from sleeping well. Because there's a lot of people that could see this video and would get better results doing less. I know it sounds crazy, but I've seen it over and over and over again. Sleeping is absolutely positively crucial to losing weight and keeping it off. And then the final thing is hydration. So muscle is 82% water, and we are mostly water. That's what we are as a species. Drinking more water is probably the easiest and most impactful thing that you can do to live a better life in general, like to be a happier person, and of course to lose weight. So a huge hack that I have, I leave a bottle of water on my nightstand. I drink as much of it as I can handle right before bed, so I don't have to wake up in the morning. I realize, maybe not all of us can handle some water right before bed. It's totally fine. The major thing is when you wake up in the morning to start drinking water right away, especially if you're sleeping enough. You're spending 8, 9, 10 hours in bed. You have a finite amount of time during the day in which to get enough water. And so many people immediately are hitting the coffee 1, 2, 3 times a day. And they're not drinking water, maybe at all, but they're probably not even thinking about drinking anything else, any liquid other than coffee until noon, until 1. And then you have 4 or 5 or 6 hours with which to try to prioritize hydration, and that's not going to happen. So try to get half your body weight in ounces of water per day. It'll fill you up. Every single cell in your body will function better. It's wild how important water is just to basic function of your bodily processes. If one is dehydrated, you're going to make worse decisions with your diet. You're not going to feel recovered. You're going to feel more tired. You're going to go for the higher calorie foods that are easier to get. So drinking more water will put you in a better mood. You'll have more energy. You'll feel better. You'll recover better. And you'll be less stressed and you'll sleep better. And so it's all of these factors, right? And it's so basic, no one wants to do it. The things that make the biggest difference are the things that are so simple and easy to understand that people think to themselves, it couldn't be that simple and easy. And then they don't do it. And on a regular basis, they're choosing complicated, fancy, new shit that doesn't work. But it's complicated, fancy, and it's new shit, so they do it to not get any results. Because it couldn't just be sleep. It couldn't just be water. It couldn't just be being less stressed. It couldn't be those things. And it is. Those are by far the biggest things, the most important things. It's like everybody wants to take supplements, but no one wants to go to bed on time. To recap, the 4 biggest things that you need to do in order to lose weight effectively and sustainably are you have to modify your nutrition. The biggest thing is just to get into caloric deficit. Either by tracking your foods, managing your calories, or just by on a regular basis choosing lower calorie foods. You have to sleep. You have to sleep. You got to get more sleep, consistent sleep, better sleep. It will make you a more productive, happier person. It's wild how important sleep is literally just for happiness and enjoying your life. You have to manage your stress. I don't mean managing your stress by overtraining at the gym, because people do that all the time. I'm stressed, so I'll go to the gym for 14 hours a week. Let's go ahead and handle the things that are making us stressed, right? And maybe that's a long-term plan of getting out of a job you don't like, long-term plan of getting out of a certain relationship, but go ahead and really try to do the things that will get you out of living this high-stress, fight or flight life. Because if you think that you're in a fight or flight life, that you're making good decisions with your diet, you're not. Almost impossible. And then we have to hydrate. Drink more water. Put a bottle of water by your nightstand or by your bed. Drink some at night, drink some in the morning, drink it throughout the day. Take the water bottle with you wherever you go and drink more water. And literally, if you just do those things, you'll get 80 to 90% of the benefits of losing weight without needing to do anything else. Like the gym would literally be extra at that point. Then you're going to the gym for fun, to build muscle, to be fit, to interact with people, but you're not going to the gym to lose weight, and you really shouldn't. Going to the gym is not a good weight loss plan, okay? You can supplement weight loss with the gym, but it's not the other way around. Like the gym cannot be a Band-Aid for not drinking water, not sleeping, not managing your stress, and not doing your nutrition. So do those things. I guarantee you'll lose weight. Catch you on the next video.